episodes, y'all. Can you believe it? This is my celebration bootleg. I thought I was gonna have some balloons and shit in the car, but it ain't worked out that way. So y'all gonna have to be okay with my clappers. Don't you love it? I have these at my desk every now and then when it get too quiet and boring in the office. I just whip them out on their ass. It's 100 episodes, top of the blogs, y'all. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's probably one of my best segments, y'all. You know, behind my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta video. So anyway, y'all, with all that being said, this will be a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, y'all, it's been sort of a slow week in news entertainment, but we're going to get through it the best way we can. First up, Apollo and Phaedra. So you guys all know that on September 10th, I believe it was the day for Apollo to turn himself into a Kentucky correctional facility to begin his 8-year stint for, you know, his charges that he was found guilty, money laundering and a bunch of other shit. Okay, he was stealing folks' money. They came, and I guess Apollo said, "Fuck it, I ain't going out without a goddamn fight." Apollo took it upon himself to take his cell phone over to his home that he shared with Phaedra. However, he hadn't been living there. There was some rumors going around saying that he had abandoned the family. He had left Phaedra there with the boys. I would be more inclined to think that, you know, shit was fucked up. Okay, she didn't support him throughout his court journey, and I don't know if anybody expected her to. So I don't know if she hadn't already abandoned him for him to, you know, abandon her. Okay, what the hell? She probably was like, nigga, don't come back to this house. But he did come back on the day that he was supposed to be reporting into this correctional facility. I think they said that he was supposed to be there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon that day. Well, when he gets to Phaedra's house, and you guys know that they are filming Real Housewives of Atlanta right now. So when he gets there, surprise, surprise, the Bravo cameras are there. They get to arguing, I guess, because she had changed the lock so he couldn't just automatically come in. I think once she let him in, they was arguing about, you know, the fact that she told him that she was not going to be bringing the kids to the jail to visit him. He was fussing and yelling. They say he kind of ransacked the house. He was shoving shit in his bag, trying to take stuff, saying that she was trying to keep him away. You know, I guess it turned into quite a big of a mess that they had to call the police. He got his ass on up out of there before the police came. So you know, they said that he was on the run. Okay, I guess 12 o'clock came and went, and he had not reported himself in to the Kentucky correctional facility. I guess not if the motherfucker is going off on his wife up here in Atlanta. They said that a warrant for his arrest was going to be issued. I'm not sure if it ever was or not, but they were saying that it was going to happen. So I guess about 13 hours later, Mr. Apollo came to his senses and decided that, yeah, maybe I bets to go on and check my ass in and, you know, get this show on the road. I mean, it ain't like he can run. Everybody fucking know who Apollo is. So, yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning, he posts to his Instagram, you know, real grave message, you know. He looked like he's standing on the correctional facility's porch, okay? He got the goddamn light is flashing behind him. He looking real somber. And he says, you know, that he's there. He's about to go asunder, y'all. I was like, why is he using such dramatic language, okay? It was just like, Apollo, ain't nobody give a fuck what you fixing to do. We're not feeling real sad that, you know, you are unjustly being jailed or anything. So, you know, he was like, you know, this won't be the last you see of me and all of this. So I'm assuming, because it's rumored also that he's going to be writing this tell-all book. And I don't really know how much he's going to be able to tell as far as Bravo is concerned, you know, on the TV show, because I'm sure they have some shit in his contract that he just can't be off going saying all kind of shit all willy-nilly. So, I mean, I guess maybe the tell-all is going to be about his legal issues, because I don't really know what else it is. But yeah, Red Man said, I'm fixing to go asunder. Asunder. Spell it, Apollo. So yeah, I mean, I'm not laughing at the fact that the man has to go to jail. I mean, you know, he did fuck up some lives, I'm sure. Okay, he stole people's retirement money. Even if even if your identity is stolen and you're able to get it back on track, that shit sets you back. Okay, my mom, I can remember when my mom, somebody got a hold of my mom's TRW. And what they did was they changed every one of her credit cards. They changed the address, and then they duplicated her credit cards. They went and charged all her cards up. Now my parents have A1 excellent credit. They shopped, and she was old school, so she had like store credit cards besides her regular MasterCard and Visa. Even had Discovery and shit. Anyway, had then charged all of her cards up. And because they changed the address, she wasn't getting her bills. So after like 2 months, she realized that she wasn't getting her bills. Because again, I said this old school, which means you got bills in the mail. Wasn't no emails, okay? That, Ruby was fucking around with no emails. So she realized after a couple of months that she hadn't been getting her bill. And once she did call into one place, I think it was Sears, they had charged like $14,000 there, and then she started to look at all her other credit cards, and they had $10,000 here, $6,000 here, $7,000 there, $2,000 there. I mean, just all of her credit cards. So, she come calling me talking about, Roxanne, you got my Target card, did you use? I said, Mom, for real? Ain't nobody fixing to go and charge no $4,000 on your credit card and not tell you. I mean, I wouldn't even do that anyway. But first of all, I ain't got your damn card. Okay, lady? But on top of that, hell no, I would never do nothing like that. And she was like, well, I know you didn't, but I just couldn't understand like where these charges came from. And I was like, no, Ma, that sounds like that's, some thievery going on. So exactly what we thought it was is what it was. Somebody had went through and did that to all her cards. So then it was an inconvenience. Okay, the banks definitely realized what was going on, and she wasn't held accountable for it, but they had to freeze her shit up for a little while and do a little bit of an investigation. And I did my parents used to let me use one of their cards out here in Atlanta for, like the kids when they want to buy stuff for the kids or something. My mom used to always be like, just put it on the card, But I never would just use the shit on my own. So that was an inconvenience for me, because if the kids needed something I couldn't do. So it was just like, yeah, it was kind of fucked up. So that was a setback. So yeah, I'm sure that Apollo kind of fucked it up for everybody that was concerned and involved. But still, so not saying that I'm happy that he's going, but you know what? You do the time for playing the crime. Was it playing? You do the time for committing the crime. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, like I said, your boy has gone asunder, and he will be in there for a good majority of that time. I'm not sure if the feds pretty much make you to do pretty much your whole time. So at least 7 and some years, we probably will be seeing Apollo back on the streets of Atlanta. But until then, bruh, keep the faith. I just love my little chinga-chinga-lingas. I just love them, y'all. Anyway, y'all, let's see. The next story that I got to talk about here is your girl Nicki Minaj. Now, we've been talking about Nicki Minaj seem like every fucking week. I almost feel like I'm gonna have to retire Nicki after, I won't retire her, because it ain't been shit that's got on my nerves. But yeah, for sure, baby girl been in the news. So, latest story is they're saying that her ass implants ruptured at this Fashion Week's Fashion Rocks fashion show that was on CBS. Y'all try to say that 3 times. Fashion Week's Fashion Rocks fashion show that was on CBS earlier this week. Now I ain't seen the I didn't see the telecast or whatever. However, I have seen pictures. And, the pictures are gross looking. But I don't even know why we all that surprised. I mean, we all know that she has ass implants. Okay, I'm sure shit can go, kind of left sometimes. She's doing a lot of dancing, this ass dance song. What is the song? Anaconda. Anaconda she's doing a little bit more than she normally does, okay? So I guess the ass was like, bitch, you gonna do all this shit if you want to, okay? This shit ain't all that pliable, okay, bitch? All you got to do is put us in some pants or a skirt or some shorts and walk on down the aisle. Other than that, all this dancing around and splits and opening your legs, The ass implant say it's too much. It's so stupid, though. The story is saying that people, while they were watching her perform, they heard a loud pop, and that her, her ass started to deflate her. So I was just like, what the fuck would her ass be popping about, y'all? This shit ain't no balloon. It's either silicone or water or fat or something. I was just like, oh my God, they come up with more shit. I mean, do you realize how loud that fucking pop gotta be that she is performing a song on the stage and somebody backstage said, if y'all don't fucking stop it. Oh my God. So I think the story generated from media takeout. But I saw it on Bossip. I saw the pictures on Bossip. And yeah, the shit do look crazy. But her ass looks crazy anyway to me. Okay, her legs are very thin. And then when she's sitting on it, y'all just go Google the picture so you can see. So that's the one story about Nikki and this deflating booty that she's supposed to have. Now the next story that we got about Miss Nikki is evidently she was trying to, pay it forward and go talk to the girls, her barbs, at her former high school, LaGuardia High in New York. When she went there, the principal, who was not the principal that was there when she was there, it's a new principal, but the principal turned her away, said she didn't want them to come to talk to the girls. So Nicki Minaj goes on Twitter and says, dang, I was trying to come and talk to the girls. I guess I'm not inspiring to, the girls. And, the principal doesn't want me to come and whatever. Okay, well, you guys know you fucking barbs out there. Okay, because I have learned that the barbs, and what did the girl tell me on my comments, that what the bees, the killer bees or whatever for Lil' Kim, and the Beyonce stands and the Beehive, and all of y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I realize that a lot of them are younger, and probably don't have, the best judging sense. But yeah, these motherfuckers went on, they went and found a rating page that they have for principals in the school district, I guess up there in New York, and honey, they went off on the principal. Okay, called her a stupid hoe and called her a hater, and she wouldn't let Nicki Minaj come and be an inspiration to these girls and how they follow Nicki Minaj and all this. Y'all, listen, I think that it would have been cool if Nicki Minaj came there to the school. I mean, kids today are so unmotivated. And if she was going there to even spread the message of, stay in school, get your education, whatever it was, I mean, I feel like that could have been a benefit to the kids. But for you to just, these kids, I'm telling you barbs, y'all really had to cuss out the principal like that? As of now, the principal ain't changed her mind, okay? I don't know if, if she ever will. So, yeah, y'all, I can't with the stands. I just wish y'all was normal. Okay, just had normal, regular thinking. But like I said, we gonna hope that it's kids. Y'all think it's kids that's doing all that? Man, I ain't really got that many stories, you guys. So next up, Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson is down in Toronto, and he is doing promotions for his one-man show that he's about to do, titled Undisputed Truth. Now, if you guys have seen the Undisputed Truth, it is a very, very good one-man show. Okay, it's an account on his life, the things that he's been through, things that we both knew and did not know, and it's actually a very, very good show. Mike Tyson is a good storyteller, and he's had a very, involved and colorful life. So, it's definitely a positive look on the shit that Mike Tyson has gone through in his life, and good for him. So anyway, he's out in Toronto and he's doing promotion, so he's going around to different news outlets and doing interviews and such. So he was on this show, did I write down I didn't write down the name of the show, but it's a morning show out in Toronto where there is a black male host. The black male host is asking him different questions, and he decides to ask Mike Tyson if he thought that it was a good idea that he met with the mayor. Now, you guys remember the mayor, okay? The mayor is the one that used to do crack, okay? And not only was he doing crack, but he was fucking around with different women and all of that. Y'all remember he said that he was gonna eat her pussy. He met with what's the mayor's name, you guys? I think it's Rob Ford. I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all all ain't got to get down in the comments and tell me, okay? So anyway, Mike Tyson met with the Toronto mayor, and evidently it was a good time, and there was no problems. But this news host decided to point out that he asked Mike Tyson, was it a good idea for him to meet with the former mayor? The mayor I think he's still the mayor, isn't he? Was it a good idea for you to meet with him because he's a crack addict and you're a former rapist? And, you know, Mike Tyson, you know, he took that as shade. And, you know, all jokes aside, I took it as shade as well. It's just like, why the fuck are you bringing this up? Okay? We sitting up here talking about this undisputed truth. Okay? My one-man show. I'm talking about all positivity and moving my life forward. Okay? And you trying to bring up some shit that happened a long time ago. Okay? Motherfucker was being slick. Okay? And he lucky that Mike Tyson ain't jumped his ass up and beat his ass right there. Okay? Because old Mike might have did it. You can look at Mike Tyson and say and see that he's looking good. He's lost that weight because he had gotten pretty big, and you can tell that he's getting smaller. I don't know if it's because of medication, counseling, not drinking, and no drugs. You know, he's, you know, come on, give a man a fucking break. Is he always gonna have to be defending that shit? It had no place in the interview. And you know, the news reporter. See, the thing with these news reporters, they get on these shows and they lose touch. Okay. They talk to people a lot of times and they're condescending, they're patronizing, and they don't realize that the subject that they're talking to a lot of times are smart enough to even pick up on these things. So I don't even know if that man, you know, had discounted Mike Tyson's intelligence and thought that maybe he wouldn't even realize that, you know, that was some fucked up shit to say. And Mike Tyson is not stupid. Okay, Mike Tyson has some issues. I'm not saying that he's no genius or nothing, but he's not stupid. Okay, and he went off on that man and he was just like, you being rude and fuck you. Okay, he said fuck you about 10, 14 times, you guys, and you know the man was trying to stop him and telling him it's a live broadcast. And you know, Mike Tyson, I don't give a fuck that this is a live broadcast because you shouldn't have brought the shit up. I'm 100% on Mike Tyson's side. We could have did it the easy way, or we could do it the hard way. Okay, that news reporter definitely learned the hard way that you don't need to even go there with Mike Tyson. So I was 100% here for it. Okay, I was totally on Mike Tyson's side and had no problem with it. Okay, I bet y'all bruh figure out what the fuck he gonna say a little bit nicer next time. Y'all, it's hot. This air ain't blowing at me. Let me try to fix it. Oh, sorry, y'all. See if I can get some of this air coming. Oh, I done fucked up the plug, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the 100th episode. We've been doing this for 100 weeks plus, because y'all know I skip a couple of weeks. So let's, you know. Oh, let me fix this, y'all. All right, next story. Tahiry. So you guys know it's been fashion week, okay? Everybody who even acts like they somebody and ain't shit, okay? They even in New York, okay? Trying to get in on a fashion show here and there and to really show that they, you know, in it, hip, the in crowd. I've been enjoying looking at different posts and fashion shows and all that. I'm so I crack up because 2 Chainz's been posting all this shit about these fashion shows. I was like, look at this one. Okay, trying to get some culture in his hip hopness. So Tahiry is supposed to walk in a fashion show for Touré. And you guys, I think I'm saying it Touré, or was it I think it's Touré, and I think they're sort of like a plus size jean company. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that's what it was. But if that ain't right, y'all, then just, and Tahiry's not plus size, but she got that big ass, so she probably got to go up by 4 sizes and get that waist taken in just to get a proper jean fit on her. But anyway, she's supposed to walk in this fashion show, right? And not quite sure exactly what happened, but they say that Tahiry ended up in the emergency at Lenox Hospital out there in New York because of a brawl that she got in with the production manager. Now, there's 2 sides to the story. You guys all know that usually if it's 2 sides, it's 3 sides. So the story first came out, it was Tahiry's people, and they're saying that when she got there, the production manager by the name of Carlos Gonzalez was very rude to her. It was obvious he didn't like women. He was, you know, being degrading and saying mean shit to her. And she finally said, don't talk to me that way. And that he walked up on her and just started jumped on her. They say it took 7 to 8 men to get Carlos Gonzalez off of Miss Tahiry. They say she was so jacked up that they had to cancel the show and she had to go on to the Lenox Hospital. Now that's Tahiry's side. Touré Design side. When she got there, She didn't want to come into the regular entrance, and she, you know, she wanted them to have a special entrance for her. Once she got in the back, she didn't want to be in the same room getting ready as the rest of the models. She wanted her own space. They cleared out the space, and she still wasn't okay with that. And they got into each other's face. They started arguing. She threw the drink in his face, and that is when the shit went down. So I guess it's from then on, Carlos jumped on Tahiry, and they're saying that on that side, they're saying that his face was all scratched up and that Tahiry didn't really have any scratches. So, you know, I don't really know. I believe both parts of the story, okay? He probably was an asshole, okay? She probably was doing the most, okay? So maybe it was a little bit all of that. They ended up canceling the show. I think they said the show was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. They canceled the show and rescheduled it for a whole nother location at 8 o'clock. And they said that everybody was upset and you know, disappointed in Tahiry. Well, as far as the Touré people were concerned, they're disappointed in Tahiry. Tahiry is saying that she's disappointed in the fact that this man jumped on her and all that. Y'all didn't know what story to believe, but you know, it just seems kind of strange that he would just jump on her for no reason. There was no police that came out. There's no police report. I don't know if we'll ever get the for real on that one, because it's just a whole bunch of he say, she say. But that's what he say, and that's what she say. Y'all been pulling. I've been low-key pulling for Momma D for the longest, y'all. I know she been singing this damn I Deserve song, and it's been like a little internet sensation, and you know, people have decided that they really do like the song, you know, whether or not you gonna kiki and tee-hee-hee to it, but whatever. So Momma D had this single release party out here in Atlanta, and you know, it was for real. You know, she had a whole band there. She had like 3 backup singers. Okay, she was all dressed up and done up. You know, she had her audience there, whatever. So I was just like, look at all Momma D trying to do it. I was watching the video. I actually watched the whole thing. It's like 20 minutes long. She covers a couple of songs. She covers a Frankie Beverly song. She covers Nida Baker's I Apologize, and then she sings I Deserve. Okay, so you know, Frankie Beverly songs always get the fucking party going. She's singing I Apologize, okay, Anita Baker. I sounding, you know, she ain't fixing to win no awards or nothing, but her band was together, and you know, she was having the required amount of dramatics and, you know, pauses, and you know, you know how they do when they stop the music in the back and then they say some words. You know, ladies out there, you ever been to the point where you just have to apologize? You know how we do. She's at the break and she's talking, and you know, the music is swelling and it's all dramatic and everything, and she about to say something, y'all. This one tooth, okay, it's a damn veneer. That shit pop out and it try to run away, but she catches it. Not only does she catch it, in the midst of all this, she's able to turn around, turn back to the audience, and pop the bitch back in, and then come back forward and never misses a beat. I was like, bitch, you been to the school of Beyonce? You know, that Beyonce will fall down fucking 4 flights of stairs, jump her ass up, and swing her head around. Y'all remember Beyonce fell down those stairs? I said, bitch, I know you sore. She probably got backstage and was like, okay, motherfucker need some back team. Nigga's head is hurt. I need a little alcohol for my joints. Give me a leg brace. I done scraped up my elbow. Momma D popped that shit in and never missed a beat. Now, I didn't even notice it in the video, but of course, people that was watching the next day, it came out that the goddamn tooth popped out. So, you know, I was just like, who's the fucking hater that was editing that damn video? Because, listen, I edit my videos, you guys. It is not hard to cut away from the singing, keeping the audio, but maybe showing the audience, okay, at that point, hey, you mean to fucking tell me that editor didn't see that tooth pop out? Oh, I was just like, oh, I'm so mad. That damn editor was low-key shading. Nigga, you know good and damn well you didn't have to show her tooth popped out. That bitch was big and white. It looked like a fucking chiclet. This is really, really bad, okay? That's why I tell you. When Rocky hit it big, and I'm going to get me some veneers, and I'm going to get this stomach, you know, I'm going to get my waist taken in, you can pay me to go to none of these Atlanta doctors, okay? Because these motherfuckers, when you having, you looking raggedy in no time, okay? These bitches, teeth popping out, asses fucking up. Did Nicki Minaj get her ass done here? It's like, no, I can't be having this. It is Beverly Hills all the way. Okay, because if I'm talking and my tooth pop out, then I got a goddamn problem with you. I felt so bad for Mama D because I was just like, okay, Mama D, but you know, we can't be having teeth pop out. Okay, and if the teeth popped out, okay, it can't be historialized and memorialized on the damn video. So I'm gonna need Mama D to get with that editor, whoever videotaped that shit for her, and they need their ass whooped for that shit. It was funny though. Did you see it? Real fast, you guys, did you order the iPhone 6? So this morning I got up and I was like, I'm gonna order the iPhone 6. But there were some concerns about the fact that my upgrade date is not really until the 19th. So I had a feeling that they weren't going to even let me do it, which is why I wasn't really rushing to try to do it at midnight. And when I tried to finally do it this morning, I had worked out all my upgrade concerns and I was trying to do it. And I realized now that at 8 o'clock in the morning, you are now not even able to get the damn phone on September 19th. The shit was already back ordered and you wasn't gonna get it until somewhere around October 20th. So I was just like, ain't this about a bitch? You want me to pay $400 for some shit I ain't gonna get until next month? So I was just like, Roxanne, do you really feel like holding it up? Because I wanted the 6 Plus and I want 64 gigs. That's $426 roughly, right? So I was just like, yeah, I don't know about that. So I decided to just wait. And I am going to be like the crazy other people in these next couple of weeks in the stores just trying to buy the shit in person. Now, I know Apple always does this. Okay, it is definitely a marketing ploy, to get the hype going. Everybody has to have their phone. They want it now. They want it now. All of this. I'm usually one of those people too. And I usually get my shit. Okay, I will find that bitch. I will hunt it down and get it. But this go around, because the phone is so high, I'm used to paying $199, and normally I even trade in my phone. I have an iPhone 5 now, and normally I would just trade this one in, although I had already promised to my daughter that I would just give her this phone because, honey, I am through buying that damn Jada phones. First of all, Jada has had about 10 phones, okay, and Jada's only 13, okay? This child tears up anything electrical. And she fucks up. She done fucked up about 4 computers. She done did about 6 laptops in. Okay, and every single cell phone that she has had, she has torn up. Okay, so I'm through buying her phones. We call her the electronics killer in the house. So now I can't trade it in. So $399. Yeah, I don't really know about that one. I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna try to get the shit next week or the week after. I'll be at the stores. I'll call around, and if I can find it, fine, and if I can't, then I'll just have to wait. But yeah, it didn't make sense for me to just be doing that. People that did order their phones and they're saying that they're going to get it on October 20th or somewhere in there, I have a feeling that Apple will send those phones out earlier than that. They probably are giving the last best date, just to, so y'all won't be calling them every damn minute. Okay, they're saying the shit might be here by the 20th. And like I said, probably ahead of that. But yeah, I was just like, no, I don't think I'm going to be giving up my $426 and still have to wait. Shit, I can spend that money on other things before then. So y'all tell me if you ordered the phone. And how about this damn YouTube download to the cell phones this morning? So when I woke up, I looked at my music. I saw on Instagram that, they were saying how YouTube was able to download their album to everybody's music app, and sure enough, when I looked, it's there. Okay, now, and I appreciate it, Bono. I'm good with you too, and I like their music and everything, but I like to put what the fuck I want on my phone. Okay, I don't want motherfuckers just putting shit on there just all willy-nilly. That shit is spooky. To look on your phone and see something there while you were asleep. It was just sort of like, the Apple gods came into your room while you were asleep and kind of was over your shoulder and just, punching on shit on your screen. Like, that is fucking strange, you guys. I don't know why I'm so surprised, because this cloud. Okay, this is another reason why that cloud is crazy, right? Because I remember I was telling you guys that I don't 100% even understand the cloud, but I think the cloud gives them way too much control on your phones. Okay, now I know all you Samsung Galaxy users gonna be like, that's why I don't do Apple and all that. Fuck that. Okay, I will never have a Samsung Galaxy. I am an Apple snob. Okay, some shit, it just take a little time for my mind to get with it. Okay, because really, They probably can do that shit to any phone. Don't be down there trying to convince me to switch over and everything, because it ain't gonna happen. But that's it. Yeah, let me know if you guys got the Apple, the iPhone 6, 6 Plus, which one you get and how many gigs, all of that. And also about this YouTube download. Wasn't that shit spooky? I don't even know if y'all care about this, because we rarely talk about the Kardashians. But the story is that Khloe and French Montana have broken up. And I can't say that I'm surprised. Okay, I didn't think that that shit was going to last, because first of all, French Montana has a history of just jumping from one woman to the next. He's social climbing for sure. Puffy had put her in contact with French Montana, and you know, they got this relationship going. It was whirlwind. It was back, what is it called? It was, well, I don't want to say backslide. It was rebound. It was definitely rebound, because Khloe was just breaking up with Lamar. And, you know, say what you want about Khloe Kardashian. I really, truly felt like she really did love Lamar, okay? It's kind of fucked up that she's throwing Lamar under the bus on this last season of the Kardashians. But, you know, she's going through a lot, emotional and all of that. But yeah, I thought it was fucked up the way they kind of did Lamar. But now they're saying that she broke up with French Montana because she's not over Lamar. I would like to see the two of them get back together. You know, I know that's probably wishful thinking. I'm not even sure if it's too much water under the bridge. But, you know, Lamar is not a bad person. If he has his addictions, or if he, you know, he's fucking around and all of that, you know, if they can get past that, I wouldn't have a problem with the two of them getting back together, because to me, at least, it felt like they had a real relationship. So, yeah, as far as Khloe and French Montana is concerned, I didn't think that that relationship was going to last anyway, and we all knew that French Montana was using her. He even admitted it in an interview, and she even came out after that interview came out and said, yeah, everybody just kind of thinks that I don't realize that he's using me. I know that he's using me, but I don't care. But it's obvious that that probably fucked with her a little bit. Like, damn, you just gonna come straight out and say I'm using her for publicity? Yeah, nigga, you need to learn how to lie. Somebody needs you up here confirming the shit. So, yeah, she is over with him, and I guess she's trying to, you know, deal with her emotions and really get past this divorce and all of that. So, good for her, because, you know what, if you gonna have to be being with somebody like that, that is not doing you any kind of good. You just concentrate on yourself, Khloe, girl. It's gonna be all right. Lastly, Levenson's racial emails to the general manager of the Hawks, Atlanta Hawks, Donald Berry. Evidently, back in 2012, Mr. Levenson decided to send an email to the general manager, and he was concerned with the blackness of the Atlanta Hawks games, okay? Can't go into detail on what he said, but basically what he was saying was it's just geared too much to the black audience, okay? And if I was a suburban white man, you know, from the South trying to come to these games, I would be a little bit discouraged to do so. They only play gospel music or hip-hop music. They don't get there on time. There's not much support in the gift shops. Okay, our merchandise is not moving because it's all these black folks that ain't buying shit. And he is just really concerned with that. And what could they do to attract a more traditional and generalized audience, and not just you motherfucking niggas. For whatever reason, Mr. Levenson has come out 2 years later and let us know that he's very ashamed about that email, and that because of the email, which was, you know, very silly and stupid for him to say, he is now going to sell his controlling ownership of the Atlanta Hawks. And I was just like, that's all fine and good, Mr. Levenson, but I smell something foul here. I mean, who just automatically admits some shit like that? I feel like somebody was about to out him, and instead of them hurrying up and doing it, he decided to do it, because this way he can kind of control it a little bit better, and, you know, kind of make it seem like, you know, he's now realizing that he shouldn't have said that. Just 2 years later, it's like, you know what? Remembering back to that email I wrote 2 years ago, yeah, that was some fucked up shit I did. You know what? I'm gonna sell my team because of it. No, we don't. That ain't normally how people do. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's, you know, there's something else to that story. But y'all, I gotta tell you, Okay? I don't know if this is going to be all that popular of an opinion, but I really didn't have a problem with what he was saying, because I've been to the Hawks games and all the shit that he said was true. Okay? Y'all motherfucking niggas can't get nowhere on time. When you get there, it's a goddamn party. Nobody even watching the game. If you on the floor where they have the rooms, everybody's at the goddamn concession stand. It is fucking fashion show. Do play hip-hop music. It is a lot of gospel music. Nobody is really supportive of the Atlanta team. I don't know if it's because it's a lot of transplants here in Atlanta, but I mean, you go to a game where they're playing the Lakers and everybody's cheering for the Lakers. You go for the game where everybody, you know, they playing the Miami Heat, everybody's cheering for Miami Heat. You know, it's a whole bunch of niggatry for real, okay? So yeah, it was just like, you know, black people crack me up because we get so offended about shit that we talk about amongst ourselves about each other. Okay, but when somebody else says it, okay, all of a sudden we want to get in our feelings and everything. To me, this is true marketing concerns that a business, you know, a business person would have. Okay, we trying to make this shit grow. Now, he probably should have said it a little better. He should have used urban instead of black. He should have used different words to kind of get his message across. But as far as the general message of what he was saying, I just, because y'all black folk know that shit is true. Like I said, it's probably more to the story, and I think maybe he was trying to put out the fire before it even went there. But yeah, I ain't had no problem with it. Okay, you guys tell me what you thought about his email. I meant to talk about the coach that said some shit about the African guy, and y'all, I forgot to get information about it. Something about him being a little African or something, and then the African guy came out and said, no, I'm a whole bunch of African, and it's been a source of strength and pride in me all my life, and this, that, and that. I don't even know that story, so I'm sorry. I'm not reporting on that. I'm just talking about Mr. Levenson. You guys let me know how you feel about it. The wording was wrong, yes. But do you have a problem with the general message of what he was saying, which was how to make our business grow? Because that's all he was really saying, you guys. Y'all let me know. That is it. Okay, we do this every single week. So you guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and you make sure you come back. All right. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.